5 common mistakes to avoid in your criminal case in Washington State. If you're charged with a crime and you want to know what not to do, if you're just interested for the future and you want to know what not to do, stay tuned. Hey there, my name is Lance Fryrear, and I'm a criminal defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years, and I was a prosecutor for 7 years before that. So we know a little bit about what not to do if you're charged with a crime, and I'm going to cover 5 things that you should not do if you're charged with a crime or being investigated for a crime. I think the most important thing not to do, number 1, is don't talk about your case. Okay, we don't want you talking online about your case. Don't talk to your friends, the facts of the case, stuff like that. You can talk to your attorney, you can talk in general, but anything you say to anybody that's factual about your case can be used against you, the exception being your attorney. So make sure that you're not posting stuff online. Make sure you're not, God forbid, talking to the police, following up in person with the prosecutor. You want to let the legal professionals handle how the case is perceived, how it's processed, and how your case is made to the prosecutor and the court. So if you're out there talking to others or trying to do things you think might help, sometimes it can hurt. So number 1 is try not to be talking about your case to anyone except your attorney. All right. So number 2 big mistake you can make is internet research. Right. Don't be going to lawyer Google about what's going to happen to you. It's going to freak you out. It's going to keep you up at night, and it's going to give you the wrong information, right? There's no way that lawyer Google knows anything about your local court, your local prosecutor, what the trends are, what you need to do. It just doesn't apply, okay? The criminal defense is too local, it's too individualized, it's too fact specific. So avoid lawyer Google is the second mistake that people make, is by not avoiding it. They go do it, and then sometimes they make their lives a lot worse. The third mistake that I see people make constantly out there is not listening to their lawyer's advice. Okay, if you're paying your lawyer especially, listen to what they tell you. Okay, and when I say listen, that means if the lawyer says that you should do a class, well, do the class. Okay, if the lawyer says, hey, I need you to get me information, can you get me that witness's name? Get us the name. Okay, so life gets in the way, I know, but you have to be your own, best cheerleader and advocate so we can do a good job for you. So mistake 3 is not listening to your lawyer's advice. Mistake 4, I think, and this one we don't see quite as much as we do some others. Mistake 4 is not taking it seriously enough. Now, most people take criminal matters seriously, but some people don't, right? Some people don't show up for court. They don't return calls for their lawyer. They don't keep their obligations to the lawyer. And they just think, oh, whatever's going to happen, it doesn't matter. It's just going to happen. Well, that isn't the case. You got to take a criminal matter seriously, because the government is trying to put something on your permanent record. It's going to keep you from getting a job, maybe. It's maybe keep you from getting a house. It's embarrassing. They may put you in jail. They may make you do a bunch of treatment, all this stuff. So take it seriously, because we can make a difference, right? If you've went through and spent your hard-earned money on an attorney and chose someone that you believe is going to be able to help change your life and get you out of this situation with minimal or no damage, please take it serious and just be Johnny on the spot, okay? And finally, the 5th mistake that you want to avoid in a criminal matter is getting into more trouble, okay? We can't have you violating that no contact order if you have one. We can't have you driving without a license, right? What we're selling in your case to a prosecutor in the court is credibility, right? We get to talk to you, they don't. We get to know that you've learned from this, or you're innocent, or whatever it is that we need to learn to help you with your case. And if you go out and get another problem, then it looks like, that we can't help the situation as defense attorneys. There's some defense attorneys that only just argue the facts, the fact pattern, and then some use the facts and their reputation for helping fix problems to sort of vouch for you, to help get you out of this mess, to say, this isn't going to happen again. Jim or Jill or whoever has learned a lesson from this, or Jim and Jill are innocent, and here's why, and also here's what I'm having them do, right? So, getting into new trouble really makes it difficult on us. And the corollary to that is, if you get in new trouble, please tell us if new trouble happens so we can get in front of it, right? Doesn't mean we're necessarily going to tell a prosecutor, because we have to maintain a confidentiality. But if there's a charge that a prosecutor can see and we don't know about it and they do, anything that comes out of our mouth after that, they pretty much don't listen to. So those are 5 mistakes to avoid if you're charged with a crime. I can probably think 5 or 15 others, but those are the most important ones. So what's the overarching theme? Okay, take it seriously and pay attention to what the attorney tells you. Try to do what we ask within reason. Stay out of trouble, and just work with us, because usually a defense attorney can help. We're in this job because we care. We don't believe in making amends to the government. We can make amends in all types of ways, but putting you in jail and wrecking your life is not the right way to do it. So if you found this helpful, please like and please subscribe. More people will get to see this information. And if you need some help, feel free to reach out to my office. We're in Washington State. We've been defending people for more than 20 years. We'll listen to what happened. We'll identify a way forward, and we'll be there for you. Thank you.